guys, welcome to another video. Today I've had a strangely early finish from work, so I'm taking the advantage of a lovely evening to go out on the boat, and I've even got a cameraman too today, which is good. So I have no idea where we're going to end up. We might get out to a tope mark and try for tope. We might stay in the river channel where we are now at a couple of hours before low tide and try for some bass, flounder, things like that on lugworm rigs. So we're going to get ourselves out there now. I've no idea how we're going to do, but should be an enjoyable session. Let's see how we get on.
It wasn't long before I'd got out to my tope mark and dropped an anchor. After a few minutes spent feathering with no success, we put the bait rods out and sat back to enjoy the evening. One of us had a scratching rig on for dab, gurnard and whiting, while I favoured a tote rig baited with fish bait in case something larger was around.
First fish, which Dad caught, not me. And it's a lovely little dab, which I'm grateful for because, as I say, we just came out. I've not got the best bait or anything, so it's just nice to be catching fish. And another dab. It's going quite well for a nice little pleasure session. The scratching rig is working a treat. Third little dab. None of these fish are actually mine, by the way. They're all Dad's. I'm just holding them up. Rig for today is as simple as it gets, and I always use this for tope. Slide in lead, that's a 4 ounce, and then I've got a 2.5 foot wire trace to a fish bait, and this is dab. I've had a tip off that dab's a really good bait to use, and since Dad's been getting loads, the only one that measured legal I've kept, and we'll see how he does. Well, the video wouldn't really be complete if I didn't start it off with a dogfish, and now I've actually caught a fish myself as opposed to just held Dad's up, so that's nice. Ball of dogfish, and we have lost a very large fish that just pulled the rod under the boat, and I suspect that was a big tope, so we're going to carry on fishing and hopefully get one of them, but for now let's get this dogfish back. I'll film it. There we go, 2 more. Fish of this size, dead young, so it's nice to get them back. One little tip I've learned that might be of help, I learned this from another YouTube account that most people who watch me probably watch anyway, but if not, when you hook your hook onto your eye to keep it all neat and tidy, don't hook it through the actual eye like that, because the barb of the hook can just shave inside that eye, making it rough, and then inside the eye can sort of fray your line. So if you're going to do that, just pop it through those little bits that connect the eye to the rod. Just a little tip that might help you not lose a fish one day, that. That one is a much nicer fish. That'll be an adult breeding dab, that one. Great stuff. We've hooked up into something big here.
With what?
Hooked up into something big.
Thought you meant you'd got it wrong.
Reel, we might be lucky to get this in.
Pessimist.
But we're going to give it a go. It's actually turning the boat. That is most likely a tope. We've lost a lot of these, we may well lose this one, but I'm going to give it my best go.
Wear him out.
If nothing else, I can show you these runs. You can't stop these fish, you've just got to let them go. And get a bit of line when you can. Hopefully, we can just start gaining a little bit on this one. Try and persuade him to take a tack a little bit closer to you. And there you go. Once that fish is sort of tacking in a way that you can gain line on it, you can start to bring it closer to the boat and hopefully start to turn that fish. I've waited a long time to be hooked up into one of these. I really do love fishing for them. Whether or not we get this one, who knows, but we're going to give it a go. Half the battle, if you do manage to get them to the boat, is then you've got to get them on board, and that's just about as hard as playing them. I'm hoping at least you can see this one. Hopefully we at least get it by the boat. Another good tip is keep your posture. When you're playing a big fish, it's easy to panic, and that's when mistakes happen. Make sure your drag's set right, even on old reels like this. And you can just ease that fish towards the boat like we are doing. May well go on a big second run, nothing I can do about that. Fish is going to come across the stern. I'd like to bring this fish to the starboard side so you can see it, because it's going to be silhouetted on this side. There's a lot of gunk on the line. They tend not to like coming up in the water like this. They like to hang. Oh, you are hopefully going to be able to see this fish. Oh no, the lead's caught. There we go. Hopefully that doesn't knock the fish off. I thought the fish was right there, but the lead was just caught. Oh, again, that could knock the fish off. Whoa.
Got under.
I think hopefully you saw its tail there. Playing these fish is just gnarly.
You have to come around the...
Now I'm conscious of the anchor rope. Might have a chance. Now we've got the fish on a good tack there. Try and bring him up once more. Now you're going to see the fish. There it is. It's a lovely tope. I'm going to try and go for the fish now. We may not get him.
It's very lightly hooked.
Very lightly hooked. Okay. Also important to pin it down so that it can't harm itself. Wrap it in the trace. You don't want it to batter itself. It's worth being firm just to maintain these gorgeous fish. That's the hook hold on the fish. We were quite lucky there, but their mouths are quite tough and that's in quite well. So this here on the tail of the fish is a sea lice. And the tope get these, it doesn't do them a huge amount of damage at all. They seem to barely bother, but some fish will have quite a lot of these on them. Just a point of interest. This fish is 26.5 pounds. I'm going to give myself, it's worth saying as well, it's bringing tope aboard and weighing them can be very harmful on the fish. Sorry if this is silhouetted a bit. But what we've found is the best thing to do is use rubble sacks. These rubble sacks are really safe on the fish. It provides a good sling. And you can get an accurate weight on that, and whether or not you'll be able to see that, I don't know, but 26.5 pounds I think is accurate. There we go. Okay, I don't know if he's all in frame or not, and it is a he, which you can tell by these claspers underneath the fish, but that is a beautiful male tope at 26 pounds. I'm really happy with this fish. I've been after one of these for a while, and I'm back into the season now, so I'm really happy. These are fantastic animals and I just love fishing for them. Let's do the right thing by this one and get him back. Beautiful fish. Time to get this guy on his way. Oh, don't want to drop him in. I always try really hard to recover these fish because I don't want them to go back in and just drop down and potentially suffer damage. This is a really important male and it'd be great to see him on his way, so good to hold him with his head into the current until he's on his way. Give a good kick there. Yeah, this fish is nearly ready to go now. There we go, he's kicking now. Always worth that recovery period. Just get him kicking a little bit. Come on, mate. There we go. Fish is kicking. There we go. Yeah. That is awesome. That's what it's all about right there. Great stuff.
This tope probably represents the average stamp from this mark, and he photographed well in the dropping sun. Hopefully this is one fish closer to my £60 tope target. After this catch we fished on, but this was one of those sessions where I really didn't care if we caught another fish or not.
Well guys, after that cracking tope, which I think it's abundantly clear I was really pleased with, we've had not really any more bites, but we've not been fishing for long, and I think that's going to wrap it up for today. This just goes to show what an awesome day you can have when you just come out for a quick evening session after work. So I've just got a new job, it's really hectic, and I'm really savouring these moments while I can, because it is just great fun to be able to come out of an evening and put a fish like that on the boat. What a great animal just to see. So, you know, catching it was really enjoyable. So, thank you very much for watching. I have still got some rods out. If we do catch anything, I will bring it to you. If not, I appreciate you watching another vid. I'll see you next time.